Welcome everyone to the Academy for Creating Enterprise chapter presentation for January on the subject of customer service, the key to business prosperity. My name is John Jesperson and I'm a board member of the Academy, and today I will discuss the significant impact that the customer service has or will have on your new business, existing business, or the business for which you are currently employed. Let's turn our attention to customers, the people who will ultimately keep you in business. Without customers, you don't have a company. Without repeat customers, you don't have a sustainable company. As a result, customer service and delivering what the customer wants is key to the success of any small business. By placing an emphasis on the customer service, your goal must be delivering exactly what the customer wants and expects 100% of the time. This means late deliveries, defective products, poor service, being rude to your customers, or not showing up to work on time need to be completely eliminated from your company's operation. If you own your own business, give more than is expected. If you work for someone else, still give more than it is expected. I want to just share with you a quick story. When I returned from my mission from Ecuador, I had been a carpenter before I served my mission. And so when I got off my mission, I was looking for work as a carpenter because I could earn money, enough money to go back to school. During this period of time in San Diego, California, there was a recession and there was no work for carpenters. I called every contractor in the phone book, and each one told me the same thing. You cannot get work now in San Diego as a carpenter. And so I was a little on the depressed side, and then I thought, as a missionary, what would I do if I was in the mission field? And so I came up with this. I called back the first individual I had called a couple of days before, and I said, I'll come work for you for 1 month, and you don't have to pay me a penny. If I'm not your best worker after 1 month, you can send me away and you don't owe me a dime. But if I'm one of your better workers, then you need to keep me. And after hearing that, he thought, well, that's a great deal. I can't lose. So he had me come on. I showed up first to work. I was always the one that worked hardest during the day, and I was always the last one to leave the job site. And I even came back on Saturdays to work for 2 or 3 hours to clean the job site so it was ready for Monday morning. Well, after that month had passed, I got the job, and I was able to work as a carpenter before going to school to have enough money to get into the university. The results of less than satisfactory customer service is very costly. Future business is lost when the dissatisfied customer never returns. Bad public relations occur when the dissatisfied customer tells friends to stay away from that business. The cost in advertisement to lure back the lost customers can be staggering once you recognize your problem. And most businesses never recover dissatisfied customers, but just go out of business. Never forget, the customer is king. Now I have a question for you. You're talking to your spouse at your food stand. When a customer approaches, what do? You finish your conversation and then ask the customer how you can help? You ask your spouse to excuse you and you help the customer? You ask your customer to wait until you finish your conversation? Or you pretend that you don't even see the customer? Out of those four, what would you choose? Well, number 2 is the correct one. You ask your spouse to excuse you and you help the customer first. The customer is king. The goal of customer service is to attract new customers and to get your current customers to buy more from you, and when they are at your booth or stand or in your store. Focusing on the customer means that when you make a business decision, you have your customers' interests and needs in mind. Ask yourself these questions. How will my customer feel about this decision? Will they like it? Does it help me better meet my customers' needs? This customer focus is critical to a business owner's success. Customer service can be measured in 4 categories. These examples can help you understand these categories. First one, customer dissatisfaction. Customer orders a Coke and you give him a Sprite. Second, customer satisfaction. Customer orders a Coke, and he gets a Coke. Customer surprise. Number 3, a customer orders a Coke, he gets a Coke and a glass full of ice. And customer delight, customers order a Coke and get a Coke, a glass full of ice, and you also give him some peanuts. Good customer service is simple but effective marketing strategy. I have another question for you. You usually close your business at 8 p.m., but business is slow today, so you close at 11:30. You have everything put away and locked up. At 7:35, a regular customer comes to your stand and wants to buy some merchandise. What do? First, ask him to go away and come back tomorrow. Tell him to come in, but hurry because you want to get home. Let him come in, but stand over him to make sure that he doesn't waste any time while making his decision. Or ask him to come in and take as much time as he needs. Customer is the king, remember. So, yes, the last one is correct. Ask him to come in and take as much time as he needs. There is an exercise you can run with your employees or just with yourself. Have them think of an unsatisfactory experience with a company or shop and how they felt when the company did not pay attention to their complaints about their product or service. Have them reverse the roles and ask them how they would have handled the complaint if they were the company representative and had received the complaint. How would they want the company to respond? How would they have wanted the employees to talk to them? That is a very, very, very critical issue that your employees understand, is that the customer is always king. Let me share with you my secret 10 commandments of customer service. Follow them 100% of the time, and you will find success in any business endeavor you pursue. Number 1, surprise and delight customers. Studies show that customers who are given exceptional customer service, remember that's when they receive the Coke, the glass of water with ice, and they also receive the peanuts. Studies show that customers who are given exceptional customer service are better customers than those that receive just customer service. They buy more and they stay on longer as customers. For example, add a bonus product to their order with a note thanking them for their business. You will be delighted when they see the effect this simple marketing tool can have on their business. Number 2, treat employees well. Employees are your internal customers and need a regular dose of appreciation. Thank them and find ways to let them know how important they are. They are an extension of you, the owner. Get regular feedback. Encourage and welcome suggestions about how you could improve. There are several ways in which you can find out what customers think and feel about your service. Listen carefully to what they say. Check back regularly with them to see how things are going. Provide a method that invites constructive criticism, comments, or suggestions by creating a suggestion box where customers can put in things that they feel you're doing right or things that they feel you're doing wrong. The next is give more than expected. Since the future of all companies lies in keeping customers happy, think of ways to elevate yourself above the competition. Consider the following. What can you give customers that they cannot get elsewhere? What can you do to follow up and thank people even when they didn't buy something? And what can you give customers that are totally unexpected? Next, know how to apologize. When something goes wrong, apologize. It's easy and customers like it. The customer may not always be right, but the customer must always win. Appreciate the power of yes. Excuse me. Always look for ways to help your customers. When they have a request, as long as it's reasonable, tell them that you can do it. Figure out afterwards how to do it, and look for ways to make doing business with them easy. Always do what you say you are going to do. Help customers understand your systems. Your organization may have the world's best systems for getting things done, but if customers don't understand them, they can get confused and impatient and even angry. For instance, many of you probably have had the experience of trying to buy something on the internet. And when you attempt to follow the instructions and you put in your credit card and you do all the information, fill in all the blanks, and you push order, and it tells you that you are missing information. And you go back, but all the information is inputted. Well, a session like that with any company can irritate the buyer, and in many cases, I never return to that site to buy anything. Okay. Make customers feel important and appreciated. Treat them as individuals. Always use their name and find ways to compliment them, but be sincere. People value sincerity. It creates good feelings and trust. Think about ways to generate good feelings about doing business with you. Then identify and anticipate needs. Customers don't buy products or services. They buy good feelings and solutions to problems. Most customers' needs are emotional rather than logical. The more you know your customer, the better you become at anticipating their needs. Be a good listener. Take the time to identify customer needs by asking questions and concentrating on what the customer is really saying. Listen to their words, the tone of voice, the body language, and most importantly, how they feel. Beware of making assumptions, thinking you intuitively know what the customer wants. Remember these facts. When you communicate with someone, 50% of your communication will be through your body movement, your body language. 35% of your communication is through your tone of your voice, whether you speak loud, whether you exercise or show excitement. And only 15% of what they understand actually comes from your words. Now that you know what to do, integrate these principles of customer service into the way you do business each day. Review them each morning as you begin your day. You will find that your business will begin to flourish as never before. It's been great to be with you. Hope to be with you on many other occasions, and see you next time.